Hey everyone, and welcome to Gotta Go Orlando. In today's video, we're covering what's happening here in Orlando, Florida's theme parks. What's new for 2026, what projects are ongoing, our thoughts and predictions, and so much more. Orlando, Florida has long been known for having some of the best theme parks in the world, and 2026 is shaping up to be an incredible year with a host of new and exciting experiences for all of us to enjoy. From the latest rides and attractions to new entertainment, there's no shortage of reasons to visit Central Florida in 2026. So hold on tight and get ready as we dive into all the new projects that are set to open this year. Yes, that's right, this year, and projects which are already taking shape for the future. But remember, all timelines discussed in this video are subject to change. So let's kick things off with Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom. WDW has announced that the iconic Cinderella Castle will undergo a makeover starting this month. This project aims to restore the castle's pre-50th anniversary appearance by repainting it in a more classic colour scheme. The Imagineers have looked back at various overlays and colour schemes for Cinderella Castle over the years, and they've also shared a rendering for the new look, which is inspired by the castle's classic original appearance. The updated paint scheme will incorporate greys, creams, blues and subtle gold accents to accentuate the castle's architectural features. The colours have been carefully chosen to complement the castle and reflect the Florida sunshine, ensuring that the castle shimmers brightly from every angle. To ensure the new paint scheme lasts under Florida's intense sun, the paint has undergone extensive UV testing that simulates years of exposure. Areas most affected by sunlight, such as the rooftops, will use high-performance automotive paint due to its durability and long-lasting capabilities. All of this means the repaint should be around for many years to come. So what are your thoughts? Do you like this new colour scheme, or are you more a fan of the 50th anniversary look? Me personally, I've grown to like the 50th look, and I will be sad to see it go. Next over at the Magic Kingdom is the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Yes, this year Big Thunder reopens in spring, and when it does, there's going to be some new magic added. First of all, a brand new track and ride vehicles have been installed. Not only will this provide years of thrills to come, but it will also create a smoother ride experience thanks to more modern track profiling techniques. Just like Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the overall layout of the ride will remain the same. New audio animatronics and special effects, including ones that weren't working on the original attraction, have been installed and restored. And for the first time ever, the mountain will glow throughout your thrilling adventure with the glimmer of gold. Also, WDW mentioned that the mountain will push back against you. Could this be a lift hill rollback effect? There will also be new scenes added to the attraction, which Walt Disney World has already given us all a sneak peek of. One moment takes us underground into a natural cavern filled with phosphorescent pools, illuminating stunning stalagmites and stalactites. But don't be fooled, the rumblings deep within the mountain are a warning of what's to come. Next we have Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, which is also due to reopen in spring after a lengthy refurbishment. And when it does, you will experience a refreshed version of the classic dark ride. You'll meet a brand new character named Buddy, a support bot, who will help teach you and test your skills using the new handheld blasters with laser guided accuracy. The ride vehicles have also received a makeover featuring a new video screen that tracks your score in real time. You'll explore new show scenes throughout the ride, and for the first time ever, Buzz Lightyear himself will join you in the fight to defeat Zurg. Are you ready for the battle? Moving on to the Carousel of Progress and the Walt Disney Audio Animatronic. No refurbishment dates have been announced as yet, and we're waiting to see if something pops up on the calendar, which could happen once Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin reopens later this spring. It would make sense not to have two attractions closed directly across from each other. Next on our list is Disney Imagineers have sent in the next set of permits for Haunted Mansion, which suggests some exciting changes are on the way. From what we understand, the updates are focused on the interior, aiming to enhance the guest's experience with new and improved scenes and/or elements. While the rest of the attraction will stay the same, right now we don't have a specific timeline for when the attraction will close and reopen. I guess on these two projects we'll just have to keep our eyes open. And finally, for Cool Kids Summer, Jessie Roundup is coming to the Liberty Square inside the Diamond Horseshoe. You'll be able to join Jessie, Woody and friends for an upbeat, energetic roundup packed with crafts, dancing and more. More details on this will be announced later this year. Now we're going to leave Magic Kingdom and head over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. And first up is Rockin' Roller Coaster starring the Muppets, opening summer 2026. Yes, we're all sad to lose the Muppets courtyard, but at least the Muppets are staying right here in Hollywood Studios. So what's happening with Rockin' Roller Coaster? Well, Aerosmith has been evicted and the Muppets are taking over. Inside the ride building itself, there will be a brand new pre-show featuring audio animatronic figures of Scooter and the Penguins. And don't worry, plenty of other familiar Muppet faces will appear along the way as well. For the ride itself, the layout will remain unchanged. This is more of a story overlay transformation. The music will now feature Electric Mayhem. Yes, Animal, Dr. Teeth and the rest of the band will rock the house. The story begins across town at G-Force Records, where guests are invited on a tour of the legendary rock and roll recording studio. But things have changed. New management has taken over with the help of Scooter's uncle, real estate tycoon and Muppet theatre owner JP Gross. The Muppets have transformed the studio into their own colourful chaos. Once inside, you'll enter the recording studio where Electric Mayhem is laying down tracks. You'll meet the audio animatronics as Scooter desperately tries to get the band to stop jamming and make it to their increasingly relentless fans. But will you make it across town in time to take the stage? Yes, some of the elements of the story are similar to the original, but now with a full-on Muppets twist. Recently, some permits have been filed for scene changes, and I'm hoping they're for the ride platforms. Personally, I'm excited to see how the loading and offloading platforms will change, and how Disney will implement the Muppet style humour. Outside in the courtyard, the iconic red guitar is also getting a makeover. A vibrant, psychedelic new design inspired by the classic Muppets car paint job, and the piano motif will feature a golden key, a nod to a certain far-out band leader. And a brand new sign to the show building will be added. This project is expected to be a fast turnaround, with work already underway while the attraction remains operational. You still have time to ride the original Aerosmith version, as its final day of operation is on March 1st, 2026. Hey everyone, if you're finding this video helpful, please don't forget to smash subscribe, and if you're watching on TV, all you have to do is scroll up on your remote and head over to that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and let's jump right back into the video. Now we're heading to Galaxy's Edge, as a brand new mission is coming to the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Now, when the attraction was first built, it was meant to open with 5 missions, but due to budget and time restrictions, the attraction only opened with 1. but to coincide with the theatrical release of The Mandalorian and Grogu. So on May the 22nd, 2026, a new mission will be added. Pilots will be able to choose destinations such as Coruscant, the planet Bespin, or even the Death Star wreckage near Endor. Even engineers will receive new responsibilities, including communicating with Grogu himself. You'll team up with Din Djarin on a mission assigned by Hondo Ohnaka. And I'm sorry to all Star Wars fans if I got any of them names wrong. Moving on, you may have noticed that the iconic archway into Animation Courtyard is gone, but those walls will come down in late summer to reveal a brand new experience. The magic of Disney animation. Yes, that iconic Sorcerer Mickey hat is back. When you enter the former launch bay, there will be a new attraction that features interactive drawing lessons, short films, and behind the scenes look at Disney animation, but with a twist. You'll soon discover that some of your favourite Disney characters have taken over the studio, creating fun and mischief around every corner. Portraits will come to life, just like in Once Upon a Studio. You'll find inspiration through short films, and even pencil in time to learn how to draw your very own character sketch. For younger guests, Draw to Wonderland will offer a whimsical indoor playground inspired by Mary Blair's original Alice in Wonderland concept art, featuring oversized flowers, musical instruments, a Mad Tea Party playset, and Tulgey Woods exploration area, and of course character meet and greets. In the newly refurbished greener courtyard space, families will find a relaxing area similar in spirit to Dreamers Point at Epcot, a place to recharge, relax and escape the crowds. Also in this area, replacing Disney's Junior Play and Dance, is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live. Join Mickey, Minnie and friends for an upbeat, energetic show perfect for little ones. Now we're going to change park and head over to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Aside from the massive expansion, which we'll speak about later in this video, this summer guests visiting the conservation station will be able to meet Bluey and Bingo in a brand new meet and greet experience. Moving over to Epcot, which will be the park with the least construction over the next few years. However, on January the 26th, Frozen Ever After will close for a short refurbishment, and we're hearing the ride could reopen as early as mid to late February. During this downtime, several animatronics including Elsa, Anna and Kristoff will receive sculpted faces similar to the versions found in Japan, Hong Kong and the Paris project. Yes, projection mapping will be removed. Also, to celebrate America's 250th birthday, Soaring Around the World will temporarily transform into Soaring Across America, debuting on Memorial Day weekend with new vistas from around America. Now we're going to move over to Disney Springs and head to the former NBA Experience building, which is being transformed into a new interactive gaming zone. Think Disney Quest, but modernised, complete with themed games, dining and beverages. Sadly, Sprinkles has closed, leaving an empty storefront, though I doubt it will be empty for long. Personally, I think it would make a great spot for Roosevelt's store. What do you think, Mr. Morrow? Also over at Gideon's, we have some news about their new location. Later this year, 6 Ravens will open, which will offer up savoury delights in collaboration with Florida's favourite chefs. The new items will be called coffins, which is a term used for hand pie. So keep your eyes open for this new grab and go location. Now, we all know Walt Disney World is undergoing a massive expansion phase, and yes, none of these projects are going to be open this year, but based on how construction is progressing, we can start to get an idea of which areas may open first and which may come later. And just to be clear, this is purely speculation, nothing is set in stone. Over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, we're seeing the former Dinoland USA transform into the tropical Americas land. With how quickly this area is taking shape, I could see this opening sometime in 2027 or early 2028. I've already covered this in detail in a previous construction update, and I'll pop the link on screen right now. Next, over at Disney's Hollywood Studio, construction is well underway on the new Monsters Inc. land, with foundations currently being poured, and I will be doing a full update on this very soon, but right now I'm predicting an opening around 2028 or early 2029. Then over at the Magic Kingdom, the former Rivers of America has now been drained and Tom Sawyer's Island is officially gone. This makes way for the brand new Cars themed land, Piston Peak, and I could see Piston Peak opening around 2029. Now located behind Piston Peak, you'll find the highly anticipated Villains Land. While recent rumours suggest a 2029 opening, I personally think it will be 29/2030. This is all about Disney detail. I don't see them rushing their first truly dark theme land. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. So that is us done with Disney. Up next, we're heading over to United Parks and we're starting off with SeaWorld Orlando, where construction is well underway on their newest attraction, SeaQuest Legends of the Deep. This will be a first of its kind, family-friendly suspended dark ride built by Vekoma Rides. Guests will travel through different underwater realms and ocean ecosystems aboard their very own submersible vehicle, complete with sound and motion effects. But don't worry, you're not going under real water. The attraction is scheduled to open this year. Foundations have been poured, new lift shafts and stairwells are going vertical. The track just arrived before the Christmas period, and the steel work for the show building is now on site. We're simply waiting for an official opening announcement, and once they start on that steel work, this project is gonna move very fast. For a deeper dive into this attraction, be sure to check out my full prediction video. I'll pop a link right on screen now. Enjoying the video so far? We hope so. If you're finding it helpful or just having fun watching, don't forget to smash subscribe and give us a thumbs up and share with your friends and family, as it really does help the channel grow and keeps the good vibes going. Love Orlando, so do we. That's why we created GottaGoOrlando.com, your one-stop guide to everything happening in Orlando, Florida. From the latest theme park news to seasonal events, insider guides and so much more, we've got you covered. Planning your trip? We've teamed up with Florida Tix for unbeatable deals on theme park tickets, and with Booking.com North America for flights, hotels, car rentals and theme park and attraction tickets all in one place. Need wheels while you're there? Check out our partner Rent Cars, where you can easily compare prices and find the perfect ride for your Orlando adventure. All the links are waiting for you in the description down below. So take a peek, plan your trip and get out there and go and make some memories. Now we're heading over to Tampa for Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. New for 2026 will be a major animal habitat expansion. The former lion enclosure known as Edge of Africa is getting a complete facelift and expansion, becoming Lion and Hyena Ridge. This will be the most immersive animal habitat at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay in over a decade. The area will feature a brand new entrance with waterfalls and rockwork, 4 shaded 270-degree viewing platforms, and an enhanced educational experience with zookeepers. Guests will enjoy up-close animal interactions while learning about conservation, and the immersive, ever-changing environments will give animals the freedom to explore, interact and thrive. The new Lion and Hyena Ridge will span nearly 35,000 square feet and include 2 expansive multi-functional habitats designed to support the physical, social and mental well-being of each animal. But as for the opening date, we're still waiting for that announcement, but it will be this year. Also at Busch Gardens, we need to keep a close eye on what's happening at the former Scorpion site and the Stanley Fall log flume area. Scorpion was cleared last year and Stanley Falls log flume is currently being cleared. This entire zone sits along the park's train route and makes up one big area. No announcements has been made as yet, but I'm speculating that once the 2026 project opens, we'll start to hear rumblings about what's next. Could this be where the long rumoured Giga coaster will begin? And finally, as of recording this video, yesterday, Busch Gardens announced a baby rhino coming in 2027. Yes, Kisiri, a southern white rhino, is pregnant. Congratulations Busch Gardens. Now let's head over to LEGOLAND Florida, where on February the 27th, 2026, Galacticoaster will officially open. This will be a brand new family-friendly indoor launch coaster, and much like the previous Epcot test track, riders will get to design their very own spacecraft before the journey begins. In the pre-show with Chief Engineer Biff Dipper, who delivers some cheesy jokes, instructions and classic Space Cadet motivation. Next, you'll collect your RFID wristband and head to interactive screens where you'll design your spacecraft. Once you board the coaster, your wristband links to your design directly, and then you'll launch straight into LEGO space. Next, over at Icon Park, back in early 2024, we reported that the Blue Man Group was coming to Icon Park. Construction later began on the new theatre located behind the wheelhouse, nestled between the legs of the wheel itself. After the site was cleared and foundations were poured, the project appeared to stall in mid-25. However, towards the end of 25, construction resumed and the building began to rise. My guess is the steelwork was delayed during the manufacturing. The show was originally announced to open on April the 3rd, 2025, with tickets even going on sale, but that date came and went without an opening. Now in 2026, after a long wait, the Blue Man Group is officially set to open on May the 1st, with tickets going on sale Friday, January the 16th. The building is now up, soundproofing has been installed, and the official website lists the show is coming soon. Also at Icon Park, you may have noticed a two-storey building going up next to the bungee ball attraction. This will be the new multi-level flagship Build-A-Bear workshop, set to open later this year. This will be the newest Build-A-Bear store and biggest in the world, offering interactive elements for kids and adults alike, classic make-your-own experiences, and even an upper outdoor deck with a cafe or party space overlooking International Drive. The building will feature an eye-catching, highly branded facade designed to take advantage of the prime location on iDrive, with heavy foot traffic from tourists visiting Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando and SeaWorld. Talking about Universal, that's our next stop. Starting off with Universal Islands of Adventure, where Jurassic Park River Adventure is currently closed for a nearly year-long scheduled refurbishment. The attraction is due to reopen on November the 20th, 2026. According to the Orange County documentation, the refurbishment carries a budget of $14.8 million, pointing to a significant investment. This has sparked speculation that the attraction could be transformed into Jurassic World, the ride, similar to Universal Studios Hollywood. Universal hasn't released any official information as yet, but an 11-month closure strongly suggests comprehensive work to the ride system, effects and animatronics. Personally, I know the ride is showing its age, but I prefer the Jurassic Park version over the Jurassic World. Why make them identical identical. I'd love to see the attraction get some much needed TLC, refurbished animatronics, fixed effects and small updates, but not a full retheme. What do you think, guys? Next, we're moving over to the Lost Continent, where Poseidon's Fury has been SBNO'd since 2023. Interestingly, the attraction had undergone both an internal and external refurbishment before closing again shortly after. Recently, we've seen activity backstage, and a permit filed under Project 555 details demolition of fueling and fire equipment. While nothing has been announced, demolition is clearly underway. It's safe to assume Universal will keep the nearby shops and fan favourite Mythos restaurant, which sits across the walkway. I also wanted to point out that the past permits involving Universal and Intamin referenced rides plural. Could we be seeing a new dark ride in this location along the lines of a dynamic motion stage, motion tower, dome theatre, or even a new multi-dimension mover? Nothing is confirmed, and I'm confident this isn't happening in 2026, but it's definitely worth watching out for. Over at Universal Studios, Intamin is well into the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket replacement project. At the time of this video, steel work for the ride vehicle storage building has started to go vertical. Throughout 2026, we'll see the coaster rise, likely starting from the City Walk side. Foundation work is moving fast, with visible bases for the switch track element and vertical spike or top hat, and wooden protective boxes over the concrete columns where support pins are located. Once the coaster starts to go vertical, we can really start speculating about the theme and ride type. But if it ends up being a Fast and the Furious theme, what will happen with the party bus? Personally, I hope it goes. And our final stop in this video is over at Epic Universe. A permit filed in early November 2025 lists site utilities and foundation work for a brand new structure at the park's official address. What makes this interesting is the size, roughly 150,000 square feet. Universal hasn't announced what this project is, but that's some massive footprint for utilities alone. More recently, rumours suggest the location is between Super Nintendo World and Dark Universe, where Universal has teased fans by placing 3 statues: Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, and the creature from the Black Lagoon. 2 of the statues are facing upwards and to the side, and the creature from the Black Lagoon faces downwards. Is this a tease? Could we be getting an enclosed water ride, or are we reading too much into it? It could also be a brand new portal, but we should remember that this permit may not even relate to an attraction at all. That said, it's clear that Epic Universe has room for at least 2 additional portals, which are shown on the park's gates, with 2 round spaces left. We already know that Harry Potter and the Ministry of Magic has space reserved for a future attraction, so there's a lot to think about as we head into 2026 and beyond. What are your thoughts on everything we've covered today? Which projects are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments down below. I'd like to take a moment to thank BioReconstruct for taking the amazing aerial photos used in this video. Please go and check him out on X and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell and share this video with your friends and family, as it really helps the channel grow. For even more Orlando updates from inside the parks and outside, be sure to check out our website. It's gottagoorlando.com. Scan the QR or click the end screen button. Now get out there and go and make some memories. Here's 2 videos YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on our next one. Bye YouTube.